Hi there, beautiful divine awakening souls. This is Nala Nguyen. Welcome to 3D to 5D consciousness. This channel is about helping you to expand your consciousness, getting you ready to become your 5D galactic being, and as well as a spot for galactic news. If you're new to this broadcast and to my channel, a big welcome. If you're a returning viewer and a loyal subscriber, thank you for tuning in and sharing my work. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much to the kind souls who've made some financial donations towards my work. Your kindness and your generosity allows me to continue to do this work for you and for the collective. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Without further ado, let's dive into some of the things I want to share with you today. Before I dive into the main talking points, I want to share you some updates that are important for you to be aware of. One of the things that you should be aware of is that YouTube just removed my latest video. Yes, my 4-minute video that I published on YouTube got removed. So I'm like, how the heck did that video got removed? So I went back and I watched the video and I watched what I was saying. Most likely they removed my video because I was telling the truth regarding Google, how they are suppressing my website, 3D to 5D consciousness. They buried it on the 6th page. And I was telling the audience to use DuckDuckGo instead of Google because Google does not produce any quality search results. So it's probably that message that YouTube didn't like and they yanked down my video. So they've given me 2 strikes because the other strike I had, I got appealed in it. So now they gave me another strike for this video and they pulled down my video and now I can't publish for another 2 weeks. So I gotta wait for 2 weeks until I republish on YouTube again. The amount of censorship I am facing on YouTube is absolutely ridiculous. How absurd is that they remove a 4-minute video from my channel? It's not even containing any content that's violating their community rules. So is this going to stop me from doing what I do? Of course not. I'll continue to publish everywhere else, like on BitChute, on Odyssey, and as well as on YouTube, and as well as building my community on Telegram. You should be aware, if you're not aware by now, and if you're a new viewer to my channel, I do have a Telegram community where I notify the audience member personally myself of new broadcasts and updates on my work, and I also publish news as well too on that channel in that group. So if you want to join that group, that Telegram group, the link will be in the description area. Okay. The other thing I want to share with you is Telegram is becoming very popular right now. So I encourage people to download the app while you still can. I'm pretty sure at some point Android and as well as Apple will try to block this app from being downloaded. So while you still can, get on the app, ditch WhatsApp. This app has many features. You can do voice calling, you can do video conferencing, video calling. You can do create channels, create groups. You have lots of stickers. You have a desktop app which syncs with your phone. So if you don't want to be on your phone, you can have a desktop app. There are many features and benefits with this app. So I encourage people to just go on YouTube and maybe watch some videos on how to use this app because a lot of people are kind of confused with what to do, how to use this app. It's really quite simple. I mean, if you use WhatsApp and you use Instagram, they pretty much have very, very similar features to one another, except Telegram has security features that Instagram as well as WhatsApp do not. It has encryption security where it's not hackable, as well it has that feature of self-destruction timer. So whenever you're typing a message, you can actually set the message to self-destruct, so it actually leaves no trace on the servers whatsoever. So there's a lot of cool benefits of using Telegram. Everybody should be building their groups and community on there, so that way you do not get your groups pulled down, you do not get yanked, deplatformed. It's very secure, and the founder of Telegram is not going to be surrendering your personal data to the authorities. In fact, he has a history of non-compliance to giving personal data to the authorities. Like, so for example, Russia, this guy is very trustworthy and he is not a sellout like Mark Zuckerberg. So I want to cover those topics before I dive into the main talking points. So without further ado, let's go into the talking points for today. Some great news. Another Rothschild is dead. Baron Benjamin de Rothschild, 57, died of a heart attack. Now, do we actually believe that he died of a heart attack? Of course not. We're a little bit more awakened than that. These type of news headline is only for the unawakened. So we know now the bloodline families are being removed from the planet and they're being executed. Another thing I want to share with you is there is some interesting information that was found on John McCain's laptop. For the people that are unawakened, they believe that John McCain was dead, died of a brain tumor, but we all know from Q Intel and from doing our own research that John McCain is a traitor. And this is the video that was found on his laptop. Here it is.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Right Side with Doug Billings. Want to take just a quick minute to show you something very interesting. This is actual footage from John McCain's laptop. John McCain, when he traveled to the Ukraine some years ago, just a few months before his death, his laptop stolen and hacked. And here we have an ISIS team using green screen and media technology, movie technology, to reenact, if you will, to falsify the beheading of a captive. All the equipment you see there is real, lifted from John McCain's laptop. The media operation was funded by the CIA in an effort to get us to support their actions that they were taking in Syria, Libya, Iran, and other places during the time of the crackdown and the war on ISIS. Thought you might find this interesting. The video itself is still up on YouTube as of today, which I find interesting. John McCain's laptop hacked, and here we have ISIS faking the beheading of one of their prisoners. Not saying all of them were faked, but this one clearly is. Things that make you go,
So you can see from this video that was found on John McCain's laptop, he was heavily in bed with ISIS and faking all these ISIS beheadings. I don't know how many of these beheadings are real, how many are false, but the fact that there's an actual video clip of the beheading being falsified makes you wonder, why is this footage on his laptop? First of all, how much are we being lied to? The amount of evidence, the amount of information is coming up to the first of the lies and the deception by these cabal members is just absolutely astronomical. Moving on to the next talking point. Jake and Jelly, aka Yellowstone Wolfman, and as well as John Sullivan, have both been arrested. Yellowstone Wolfman, his real name is Jacob Anthony Chansley. He also goes by the stage name of Jake Angeli. Just like I said in my last video, that his real name is not Angeli. The interesting thing about these two arrests is that John Sullivan has already been identified as an Antifa member, an instigator, a violent activist. Both of these two have been arrested. Guess which one got released? Take a wild guess. John Sullivan. John Sullivan, the activist, the domestic terrorist, got released on a conditional release, while the Patriot, the Yellowstone Wolfman, is facing real jail time. You know what Trump said, that if you do these kind of riots, at these kind of demonstration that they have denounced, it's minimum 10 years. So he's telling the people not to do it. So John Sullivan was released without bail. He was released on a conditional release. On the conditions that he was released was that he was to surrender his passport, wear a GPS monitor, go get a mental health check, remain at home unless court-approved activities, including work, religious services, and medical treatments. He has to get a full-time job. He cannot work at his employment, which is Insurrection USA, which is an activist group that he founded. So John Sullivan, who is a domestic terrorist, gets released without bail, while Jake, the Patriot, the one that is non-violent, the one that didn't breach but actually was allowed in, is facing some real jail time, and he's asking for the president to give him a pardon. So we have a very interesting situation here. Why is it that the law is different to two people? Why is it not the same? Why is it John Sullivan is allowed to be released unconditionally while Jake is still being arrested and denied bail, and he's facing some serious jail time? So there is a hypocrisy right there. So I think people need to address this issue in America, that the whole judicial system, the judges that is overseeing these cases are absolutely swamp creatures, that they will allow us a domestic terrorist like John Sullivan to be free on the street to continue doing the terror activities he's doing, while a patriot is still being locked up and held in a cage. So this is a very strange time we're living in.